Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to come on today to share some insights that I've received about the new moon and the activations for April and some general guidelines that I've sort of received from Spirit. The first instruction that I was told was for the Chasers twins to be still. Just those two words. When I asked Spirit, what should we do at this time? It was to be still. So just really holding your power, holding your energy, letting the twin go into this awakening in their own right. I had mentioned before, not pushing energetically, not taking the power from the runner twin, allowing them to go into their power and into this awakening from their own standpoint. So myself and some other twins that I am connected with in my soul group, we've really just been quite disconnected from our twins, pretty much completely disconnected energetically from our twins. So the next instructions that I received were clear instructions on connecting with your twin, and even some thoughts you could say out loud or even just project telepathically. I filled these in the description box below. It was extremely specific for me. In my situation, I met with my twin in the 5D, and the way this the way he was shown to me was that here he was as this, sort of problematic being that I've been dealing with, the energy. And I was shown that negative, dark energy that has basically been like a takeover on my twin in the 3D, that energy was pulled out from Spirit and his true soul essence was placed in. And there's a time that I can remember as the last time that I heard my twin speaking from the heart, and the last time I felt I really connected with him in his true essence. And it felt like that is the twin that came back into his body. So the vision I'm seeing is like a seed being planted. So I'm getting the message for all chaser twins, awakened twins, to be patient, give this time, give this seed time to grow. And that's what I'm getting as a message is the seed is planted today or around, the 7th. And then around the 22nd is when in the 3D we will see some results of how that seed has grown. At least in my case and maybe my soul group, I'm not sure for everybody, but that's the vision that I was shown. I was also basically given clear instructions on some different sort of rituals to do in my case. I believe everyone, if you tune into your higher self, you might be told to do different things, but my diet, I have mentioned, has been extremely clean, and it was almost like I received a pat on the back for that from Spirit for really cleaning out any garbage out of my system and clearing any addictions. That's a huge component that I was tuning into. And I also felt that certain little rituals were being shown to me that were almost strange to me at the time. I was at the grocery store in the day and something said to buy molasses, and I had no recipe in mind that I need molasses for. It's not something I would normally purchase, and I thought, okay, I'll buy the molasses. At nighttime, after I had had a huge connection and a merge with my twin, that was the biggest merge I've ever felt, something told me afterwards, go and I got honey, molasses, and I have pure maple syrup. I feel any one of the three could work. And I basically put some, one by one of each onto a spoon and just ate it. And I haven't been eating sugar, and sugar was a huge addiction of mine. So it was interesting to taste the sweetness that came directly from nature in its purest form that I can find. And in my case, I took, yeah, a small bite of each, and then I proceeded to take a small amount onto my finger and I placed it on my third eye. It felt very strange in a way, but yet I felt like I was doing the right thing. And afterwards, I had a memory of a shaman friend of mine telling me that when he was in Peru, they would do these baths, and there would be something called a love bath. And in order to attract your mate, they felt you should, or your soul connection, your true love, your other half, they felt you should apply something sticky on you. So all of a sudden it hit me and the pieces went together, and I thought, oh wow, that's incredible. He said there they would use, yeah, I believe things like honey and tree sap. So I guess the closest I can find is maple syrup, is the closest I can find to tree sap, I suppose. But I found it really interesting that this is an indigenous sort of tradition in Peru, and something that, without really putting it together at first, I was drawn to do. So I think in general, the guidance that I'm receiving to pass along to anyone listening to this is to really follow your higher self, your inner guidance, your connection to spirit. I was shown that in the past, different things I've done to really listen to and follow the guidance I've received. It was like I was shown a timeline of every time I did follow the guidance that was being sent to me, and almost receiving like a pat on the back from spirit saying, job well done, you did it, you listened to the guidance, and that brought you this far. And it showed me, point A, B, C, everything that I had done. An example of that was one time there was a place around where I live, and I've said it on my YouTube story of my journey, that I was drawn to bring my twin to a certain spot, and I didn't know why. I just really liked this certain spot in British Columbia. It's very beautiful. It's called Harrison Hot Springs, and it's like a lake with a circle of mountains around it. When I've been there before, it just felt right. So when I first started dating my twin, I brought him there, and that was when I felt that I knew I loved him. And then a year later, he had missed my birthday and he really wanted to make it up to me. We'd been having some problems and finally we were getting along. So he said to me, "What would you like for your birthday?" And it's like he would have gotten me a really nice gift of some sort. And I said, "I really want to go to the resort there with you for my birthday." So he booked it for us. And something about being there, it was just like he was blown away. He was so happy. He was like, I just want to live here. I feel so good here. And he probably thanked me more than I thanked him for me having brought him there. And there's mineral pools of hot spring mineral water that funnels into the resort, and you can go outside in sort of these big hot pools. And we would go in there lots, and I was shown a sign from spirit to say, you did the right thing. You knew you needed to get him there, and you guys spread that love energy into this place. And they showed me that the place I brought him is actually a small sort of vortex on the planet, that we transmitted pure love energy into that vortex. And as we left there that time, when we took that trip, my twin was just in a daze, like something hit him. I was supposed to visit him the following day and he backed out. He just sort of freaked out. And now I was shown that he was being upgraded at that time, and I did all the right things to get him there. I will say too that that time and all the time I'm being drawn to certain music. I really find huge signs in discovering a song or waking up in the morning, a song is in my head. The songs that I've been hearing are straight messages that I am literally blown away at times, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. I have a playlist in the works to kind of unveil here on my YouTube page, just of all these very random songs that I've been drawn to throughout the years that would just remind me of my connection, remind me of the energy between my twin, even sometimes feel like it was my twin's higher self speaking to me, these messages that can be found in songs. So keep your eye out. Of course, we all are pretty in tune with that, but really keep your eye out for the synchronicities, the times that you look at the clock. I kept seeing ones in the beginning, like 11:11. Then I started seeing a lot of fours, like 4:44, and then it was like 1:44 or 11:44. And it's just interesting to find out the number of twins as 144,000. So now I'm taking it as an interesting sign that I kept seeing those numbers repeatedly, because the fours I didn't fully understand. The ones I was like, okay, 11:11, that's very typical. So definitely some huge signs, huge energy coming in. Just keep yourself clear and grounded. Pray, do whatever you've got to do. Again, I've attached the words below of a sort of ritual that came to me that I felt was huge in healing this energy between my twin and I. Also, I felt, just to share with you, I felt that my final purge happened. And interestingly enough, my final purge was anger towards God. So it was things that came up in my life that at the time I think I felt like it's not fair. Why am I going through this? God, why are you putting me through this? And I purged that last pain. I cried tears that happened to just run down my face, run down literally my heart center where I had placed lavender oil in the beginning part of my bath and some Himalayan pink salt. Later, I was guided to put some peppermint oil. I've been very drawn to those oils. I put stones in my bath. I personally use serpentine, lapis lazuli, rose quartz, and another pink stone. I'm not too sure what it's called. It's pink with little flecks of black or gray in it. But I had the stones in the bath. I usually play mantra music in the bath. And yeah, these tears just started streaming down my face as I felt like I was having this final purge. It almost felt like giving birth to a different energy after I had the purge. But I saw my frustration and anger with life, with God, right before my eyes that was still within me. And I felt the release. And as this energy released, it was like I was fully making way for my twin to fully merge. My twin met me. I had the situation where his sort of dark shadow self was removed, his pure soul essence was put in place. We merged. I felt figure eight, pure white light energy going between him and I. It was like we were sitting across from each other. It was just very, very intense. Yeah, it was crazy to try to get everything to write it down and take notes of what I had been feeling. But if I remember anything else, I'll keep adding it into the description down below. So, yeah, everyone, just in general, take good care of yourself, take good care of your body, treat it as your temple, ground your energy into this light that's coming through, this light energy. Try to harness it as best as you possibly can. I feel that the twins that are ready to harness this is coming through right now. The ones that still have clearing to do not fret. I feel no one should have any expectations. No one should have any time frames. Just let go. Let go into this and realize the activations are happening. The twins will be activated. Does not necessarily mean a 3D relationship, but the whole point of the twin flame process is to awaken. Humanity needs to awaken. Yes, I do believe many twins that are going through this, and the twins that are listening to this right now, you've been drawn in for a certain level of union that should turn into physical union. This love energy needs to spread on the planet. It might not be right now. If not, don't worry. Time is only linear, like it's a figure of our imagination. There's there's no rush on this. We will be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You guys have been working so hard. Everything's coming together, and the collective energy of everyone believing in this, believe in the merge, believe in the union of your souls, believe in the twin flame union. The energies are coming through. I just think Spirit is giving us so many signs to make it so undeniable for so many of us. So the more our collective energy goes into positive manifestation, I feel the more the unions are going to come to fruition. That's about it for today, you guys. I hope you're all doing so well. I'm sending you so many blessings, so much strength. Put out amazing energy today and always, and love will come back to you in return. Goodbye for now.